the country. So let's see who Peter has lined up for us next.
Leanne, thanks very much indeed. Yeah, we're at the Tshwane Election Results Centre, but this is where we're going to be crossing right across the country, as Leanne was saying. We've been to the Eastern Cape, Western Cape, we've been to Marikana. Right now, we're going to go to Denfern, and there we're going to find Nozintombi Mia and tell us a little bit about what's happening there. People get excited. We know that special voting has started in that part of the world.
Well, a very good morning to you, Peter. It certainly is a hub of excitement, and there's definitely a lot of action that's happening around here. Denfern College, remember, is one of the centers where people will be casting their special votes. In just a few more minutes' time, we're expecting that the IEC chairperson will be casting his special vote here. But to talk a little bit more about the significance of the special vote right now, we have Ms. Kate Bapela, who is the IEC spokesperson. Thank you so much for joining me. It certainly looks like there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of action, everybody's excited. However, there does seem to be some concern around the IEC being able to maintain and manage security with some of the service delivery protests we've been having in certain areas.
The elections are called a logistical operation. That means that we double and triple check every step that we must undertake. But also what is important that, and also we've assured South Africans, not only from our level at the national level, every province, every municipality, that we are taking every precaution that is humanly possible to ensure that not only every aspect of our electoral process is highly protected, be the people that are going to be managing this process. You'll see shortly when the chairperson casts his ballot, he'll be assisted by the presiding officers, the deputy presiding officer. We also are taking care of the material. The elections material is called security material because you've got ballot papers that have got serial numbers, that have got special security features. So we're ensuring that as the Electoral Commission, every aspect of our work is highly protected, because as you may recall that elections are all about numbers. So therefore, whatever South African cast, whatever they come in and mark on that ballot paper, we must come back and return it as exactly what South Africans have marked on their ballot papers.
All right, Ms. Bapela, we do know that last week there was an incident where a ballot box went missing in Soweto. What's going to happen in terms of those ballot boxes that go missing, or something happens to them? What security measures do you have in place for that?
Those ballot papers have already been quarantined, and the South African Police Services have come on board just to ensure what was the situation. It was one of those unforeseen circumstances where one of our vans was parking on the outside, and you never know in this country. Someone just realized that here's an opportunity. They thought it's something that they could perhaps utilize, but already those serials of ballot papers, they've been quarantined, they've been taken off shelf, and they've already been replaced by others.
All right, just briefly tell us what is the process that people can anticipate when casting their special vote?
Today is absolutely an amazing day. As they walk through our voting stations, they'll be received by the ballot by the officials from the IEC, and then as they cast their ballot, they'll be taken through the voting station to ensure that they cast their ballot in the most comfortable way. Remember that your vote is your secret, and that has been assured by the type of infrastructure we have in this voting station in Denfern College. So we're hoping that all South Africans across the country will find our voting stations very comfortable and very secure to enable them to cast their ballot.
All right, thank you so much. That is Ms. Kate Bapela, who is the spokesperson of the IEC, and we are standing here at the Denfern College. We are anticipating that the IEC chairperson, Mr. Glenn Mashinini, is going to be casting his special vote at almost any minute now. We will be giving you rolling updates. We'll be keeping you live here at the Denfern College as we anticipate more people beyond the IEC chairperson to come here and cast their special vote.
Nozintombi Mia, thank you very much indeed. She's at Denfern covering elections, and I doubt that there are very many broadcasters who are going to be able to cover the country in the same way that we are. We are everywhere, and after the news, we're going to be going to the third largest city in KwaZulu-Natal, and if you don't know what that is, you're going to have to stick around and find out. In the meantime, though, let's find out what's in the news this hour with Palesa.
Bapela.